Eyewitness News this morning.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday. Let's start right off the bat with your forecast, which meteorologist Jake Dunn has adjusted a bit. Storm Team 12 is now tracking severe weather moving in tonight. Jake, who's going to get hit by this? Jake, thank you. Today, Sedgwick County commissioners will discuss how to use CARES Act money to help businesses impacted by the pandemic. We want to show you the list of establishments that could receive that financial assistance. You can see we're talking about quite a few. Many of these business owners tell Haley Tucker they are losing thousands of dollars each week, so they need this. She spoke with the commissioner who proposed the idea. We spoke with other commissioners, too, who say they want to support businesses, but they question if this federal money can be used in this manner. They also want to discuss how much each business would get. The meeting is scheduled for 9 this morning. Commissioners are not expected to vote on the proposal, just discuss. You will be able to watch the meeting via live stream on our website, kwch.com. Today, negotiations on another coronavirus relief bill will resume on Capitol Hill. Republican and Democratic lawmakers remain far apart on several key issues, including a GOP proposal to protect businesses and other entities from COVID-19 related lawsuits. And lawmakers can't seem to find common ground on these other key aspects either. One, money for small businesses. The Senate proposal would allow some small businesses to apply for a second loan from the Paycheck Protection Program, but it's limited to those with fewer than 300 employees and businesses that have lost at least 50% of their revenue during the first or second quarter of this year. The House bill did not include additional money for the Paycheck Protection Program. Now, second, education funding. The Senate proposal calls for $105 billion in education funds. The House version only calls for $100 billion. And state and local funding. The Senate proposal does not include additional funding for states or cities. The House bill provides $500 billion to states and $375 billion to local governments to pay for coronavirus-related expenses. Some of you are reacting on our Facebook page to the idea of lawmakers sending out a second round of stimulus checks. Here's what you're saying. Denise says we are going to be taxed to death after all of this. Timothy says just open the economy fully and we don't have to wait for anything. And Mark says they're buying votes, both sides of the aisle. As always, you can join in on that conversation too. Just head on over to our KWCH 12 Eyewitness News Facebook page. We also went out in the community to get reaction from Kansans. Those we spoke with say they'll be grateful for whatever they receive. One woman told us the money will definitely come in handy because some families are struggling right now just to get basic necessities.
We can't have our population without basic necessities. Right now, they're struggling to get by because they don't know when they're going back to work.
Here's what we know right now about a potential second stimulus check. It's based on your tax filing. The amount will likely be the same as the first check you got, $1,200 for individuals, $2,400 for families. You'll also get an additional $500 per dependent. The size of the payments would scale down for individuals who earn more than $75,000 a year and married couples who earn more than $150,000. New this time around, there's no age cap, so older high schoolers and college students claimed as dependents would get the bonus. Those taking care of elderly loved ones as dependents also qualify. If approved, you would get the money through direct deposit, paper check, or a stimulus debit card. Teachers threaten to strike if they're forced into the classroom during the pandemic. Coming up, we have the latest on the pushback to return to normalcy.
Expect more from.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Eyewitness News this morning. It's hump day. Halfway through, guys, you can do it. New this morning, health experts are sounding the alarm. The coronavirus surge gripping parts of the U.S. could spread further if we don't take action now. Right now, 21 states, including Kansas, are identified as being part of the federal government's red zone. It's flagging these states due to their continuous rise in COVID-19 cases. As Laura Podesta reports, it has teachers worried about returning to school. Kansas health officials made some changes to the state's travel quarantine list. They removed Arizona. This means people traveling from this state no longer need to quarantine. Florida is the only state remaining on the list right now, along with countries with a CDC level 3 travel health notice. Hey, we want to alert you to a little adjustment to the forecast. Jake Dunn now says you can expect severe weather tonight. He'll explain the timing of all of this and who's set to see the impact in your Storm Team 12 forecast.